It is written, man does not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceeds forth from the mouth of God. I think a rabbi quoted that once. Yeah, I want to say a rabbi quoted that once. For me, I can replace the word in that sentence. I can read it as, but by every truth that proceeds forth from the mouth of God. For when God speaks, it is the truth. Absolute truth. It is light. Shouldn't that be enough to sustain me? It most certainly is the truth and light. I hunger for it. Unfortunately, I am separated from him currently by this thing that needs bread. Yeah. This machine that nags at me. Feed me. I hurt. Do this for me. I need that. Hey, look, John, we got a bald spot starting. God, aren't we cute? Look at us. That's cool. I look forward to that day when I do not need to eat. I do not need to consume things to sustain myself. When I know in my heart, in my soul, that his word alone is all I need. I'm inconvenienced. Stirring the pot. Yeah, a little venom dripping out my mouth there. Little bit. Little man is dripping out there. It cuts both ways. Our love is like a knife. It cuts both ways. Thank you, Gloria Estefan. I was asked to lead an AA meeting. And I found myself before the meeting speaking with another member of long stature, long-term sobriety. The meeting was, the topic was picked for me. That's norm by the meetings convention, their rules. The topic was picked for me. And it put it in layman's terms, honesty. I won't quote or cite steps of the program. Honesty. And I remember the young man that asked me to chair was standing to my left, and this other member of the fellowship who also had long-term sobriety, longer than mine, found ourselves in a casual convo before the commencement of the meeting. Now, on my ride up to the meeting with this young man, the chairperson that asked me to lead, I was informed of the topic, and I began to impart things to him about honesty. Capital H, honesty. And I tried to impart to him that even though he was newly sober and getting sober, he still had secrets. One of the tenets, or one of the quotes of our program, one of the slogans is We are as sick as our secrets. Oh, yes. A lot of meat on that bone. I tried to impart to the, I know, right? So I tried to impart to the young man. I said, yes, you're sober now. You've got a new, you're on a new course. This is wonderful. But I was trying to impart to him, don't get the halo around your head. Don't get the halo syndrome. That's dangerous. I wish this thing had a pause button. I don't know what the little white button is on the lower right. I think I've tried to use it before and it never pauses. And I gotta get a drink of water. Just hold that thought for just a second. Okay? But I have to use my Brita water, okay? Because I'm a country boy and I have well water and there's, minerals and things in it. And I have to, purify it a little bit. I don't know if it contributes to kidney stones or not, but I've seen people who suffer from kidney stones. That doesn't look fun. So look at how he's filling in the gap here. He's segueing in. Oh, he's just. So there I was. I'm almost back, but I can do two things at once, unlike Gerald Ford. So there we were, and I'd already been talking to this young man about truth, cash register honesty, things like that. Different kinds of truths and honesty. Basically trying to keep that halo from appearing around his head because it's dangerous. A teachable moment. As the young man stood a little bit off to my left, and this pillar stood across from me. And I lured him. For the young man's sake, I lured him. Oh, something coy, something flippant. Something such as this. Hey, just because you're in the program and you're sober, you still got secrets. That don't mean you ain't got no more secrets. No, I put it out there real street-like. Just street-like. Off the cuff. And this pillar looked at me and he said, well, I don't. And after the word don't, that's about the time his countenance fell and he stared at the floor to finish his statement. And the rest of the statement was, have any secrets? I could only hope that the young man was watching the physical posturing of this pillar of the fellowship. Because all of us alkies, I've never met a stupid alcoholic. Ain't none of us stupid. I mean, unless we are challenged in some way, mentally. Otherwise, you better watch out. You better keep your head on your wallet when we're around you. We are slick. Everybody got secrets. And for those of you that can't stomach the word secret, I'm going to help you. Everyone has things about themselves that they would just as soon others not know. How's that? It's like adding cream and sugar to your coffee. I mean, if you take cream and sugar in your coffee. It sweetens it up, lightens it up, brightens it up a little bit. I strive for spiritual progress rather than spiritual perfection. I realize that I'm a work in progress every single day until I breathe no more. Oh, let that day come sooner as opposed to later, please. Especially if that Alzheimer's comes knocking on my door. Oh, man, and I'm set up for it, too. This is kind of exciting. Exciting. Wow. It's a shame I can't talk just as openly as I wish. I had to actually pull a couple things down before anybody ever said anything to me. But, I'd have to go back and look at it. I just can't do that to this other person. I can lampoon myself all I want. And even though I ought not. I wasn't worried about, criminal or what do you call legal ramifications. I ought not. So, as brother, okay, I'll say it right this time. As Brother Paul would say, I got a thing for Paul. I know I haven't worked through that yet. I got a little bone to pick with him. If it offends your brother, even if it's not a problem for you, you ought not do it around your brother. So let me try to observe that as I lay down these tracks of my tears. Cue up the Smokey and love that man Motown. You people, you young people, you have no idea. Motown or no town. Ooh, I just made that up just now. Somebody write that down. Motown or no town. Smokey, sing it, baby. Where was I? What did I leave off with? Oh, he looked down. He looked down. That was cute. Damning, but cute. The truth shall set you free. I know I've actually got crib notes on this one in front of me because there's so many things I wanted to bounce around on, try to keep up. The truth shall set you free. Oh, you hear that and you go, oh yeah? How's that set me free if it pins me to a murder? How's that setting me free? Not that I've ever murdered anyone, I'm happy to say thank you. Not physically. Not in the biological sense. Oh, that ego of yours, you little asswipe. I know, I'm a total asswipe. I'm a total asswipe. There, I've said it. The truth will set you free because, oh, no, Graham, mom's not around. I started a sentence with because. The truth will set you free due to the very fact that once it is known, it no longer has teeth. The cartridge, the round, if you will, the bullet, has been spent. It cannot be refired. And if you think about it like that, in a sense, you're facing the music. Just get it over with. And now, you can just sit there with the person and smile and go, yep, Quick aside. Like Michael Vick. He paid his debt to society. And society never forgave him. Society never forgave him. Animal lovers, who, by the way, probably a hell of a lot of them sit down at night and watch their favorite episodes like NCIS, where human beings are being slaughtered and murdered. Oh, but that's entertainment. You didn't want to a dog? I'm not defending dog fighting. I'm just saying get your priorities straight. My mother used to be like that. Used to drive me crazy. Oh, don't hurt the ant. And man, she's in there at night. It's entertainment. The devil's spyglass. She's in there every night eating up people getting murdered. Eating it up. I know, Mom, I'm sorry to call you out. I love you. You're my angel. I love you, but you did it too. You did it too. We're only as sick as our secrets. The longer you care. Now, I ain't saying if you're a Catholic, run down to the booth and talk to the man. In the funny, whatever, reverse collar, whatever. I'm cracking. I'm sorry. I took a pot shot. I'm sorry. But if you have a truth inside of you that you need to get out because it's eating at you like a cancer, well, then you need to talk to somebody about it. Because if you don't, like I don't believe an associate pastor ever really did. Excuse me. It's going to haunt him for the rest of his days. I don't know if he's ever really dealt with it all the way through or not. This issue in his life. This truth. I fear it will haunt him all of his days. What is it? Turn and face the music? Just get it over with, man. Just get it over with. Just get it over with. Whatever it is. Back to the Michael Vick real quick. Back to the Michael Vick real quick. And yeah, I am a poet. I'll share some of my poetry with you if you want to vomit or something. Back to the Michael Vick real quick. Paid his debt, but he was not forgiven. So you see how you differ from God? Do you see? When you pay your debt to God, whatever it is, God Daddy, if you've made a pact with him, sorry, I had to slip that out inside. If you got a little something going on, you got to clear the air of God. Get it over with. Just get it over with. There's something going on in your life. Take it to God. Get it over with. You can always share it with him. Open your heart. Get it over with. Because then you can begin the healing process. And you know that that round has been spent. The one of possible embarrassment in the public eye or whatever. Yeah, it could ruin your career, couldn't it? In some cases of some sets of circumstances of the games people play. Somebody cue up the Alan Parsons Project. Ooh, I like that band. Games people play. The truth will set you free. Unless, of course, you're an IRS agent, a police officer who's arresting me. We have elevated to the point of arrest. Started out as a nice encounter, a traffic stop, but oh no, Johnny's like, don't be, Maryland State Trooper, don't be putting your hand on my new Tesla, bitch. Don't do that. You know, you don't need to locate yourself. And see, that would go downhill for me until I get arrested. Where was I going with that? So unless you're an IRS agent, a police officer, especially a Maryland State Trooper, whom I love my Maryland State Troopers, but don't be touching my new Tesla, bitches. Or a judge. I mean, the one thing coming out of my mouth there is like, I need legal counsel. Whether it be my CPA or my civil attorney, I need legal counsel. But otherwise, I'm going to be truthful. Because it's just so much easier. Ask me a question and see if I don't answer it honestly. People that know me know better. People that know me know better. As a closing shot here. Rhonda, I call my Rhonda, friend of mine, will never ever ask me again what I'm thinking about. Ever. I can promise you that. Out of the blue to make convo. Ever. Because she got like one full stanza of There's a Hole in the Bottom of the Sea. Because that's what I was thinking about. So, I love you all. And I'm going to share myself here as long as I can or will or whatever YouTube will allow. I don't know how all this works. Because I don't have a tomorrow, no children. And so I'm going to step into the machine. I'm stepping into the machine. Peace.